welcome to the Retirement Railroad. I'm Steve, and today we have a haul from Gulf Coast Model Trains in Sarasota, Florida. I needed some supplies for back there and some switches and such. And so I took a quick ride down to see Kelly, the manager, and gabbed for a long time. But anyway, that's beside the point. So let's go over and see what we got, shall we? Alright, so we got some Pico switches, which was the primary thing I needed so that I could connect these tracks across the drop down to the island over here, and these 3 staging tracks, and eventually some more here on the island. So the first thing is a short radius left-hand turnout here, followed by, I needed a short radius right-hand turnout, but they didn't have any, so I had to settle for an Atlas. Not my favorite, but I can make do. That'll go here, and what the Atlas will do is this right hand off the Pico separates into 2 to feed these 2 staging tracks, and followed by a right hand large radius here that'll feed the 5th of the staging tracks, and with the other coming out here to a team track in front of the staging divider. The 5 staging tracks represent New York, LA, Denver, 2 Denvers, and a Minneapolis. Okay. So the Pincy and the B&O, whichever one's not running, or at Union Station or Van Buren Station, the other will be here. Likewise, the City of Los Angeles and the Super Chief will switch back and forth on this track. Burlington Manifest Freight and Coal Drag, the Burlington Zephyr, and then the North Coast Limited from the Northern Pacific, and the Burlington Blackhawk. Okay? So then this switch, this Y, anyway, before I get to the Y, I have this left-hand curve turnout goes here, and this track here will connect to the outer main line. The internal track here will connect to this section of the Y, which connects to the center track, and this track here from the main line will connect with this one over here. They'll come together and feed off over here into Aurora. Effectively give us a 3-line main line with the center track eventually acting, or current will start at a Y, but it'll eventually be the reversing loop. Okay, so I needed some track numbers. All the switches I've done, I was flirting with disaster, because anytime you're using a tortoise or a spale switch machine, right, they got these wire throws, and I actually upgrade the wire to a tad bit thicker, but they come up and stick through the center portion of the throw rod on a switch. Problem is, if you use a Dremel tool to come and cut them, it heats up the wire and it can melt the throw on the switch. All my switches, I've only ruined one, but before I ruin any more, I decided to get some Xeron track nippers. All right, I can still use my Dremel tool to cut track, and I use these to cut the music wire, piano wire for switches. Okay, I needed to restock on some plaster, bonding, solvent cement. Needed to restock on some CA. Needed to restock on some rail joiners and track nails and pins. I need to restock on some static grass, 4mm dark green and 2mm medium green. I blend those, and I even have some yellow and even some gold harvest that I blend depending on what I want it to look like. Okay? And finally, I wanted to order 10 of these early railings, okay, for the Chicago scene. I got home and I had one. Actually, I just wanted to order 10, but that's okay. I'll get 10 more. All right, let's go back over the desk. As you can see, we're moving right along here at the Retirement Railroad. By the end of the weekend, I'll have the staging yard all hooked up and connected. It's already pre-wired. All I got to do is put those switches and wire those switches in. And then I've got the isolation switches already wired so that I can park the train on there and shut the power off to that train or to the tracks. All right, that eliminates the possibility of electrical surge or even doing a decoder program. I don't like doing them on the main just because I'm afraid I'm going to program something I shouldn't be programming. So anyway, that's here nor there. Got it all done. Gulf Coast Model Trains in Sarasota, Florida. If you're down in the area, stop in. It's not a big train store, but if they don't have it, they'll get it for you. And they're a great group of guys. So again, I'm Steve. I want to thank you for joining me here at the Retirement Railroad. And y'all have a great day. Bye now.